Facts Only Test Prep.
Welcome to Facts Only Test Prep. We're called Facts Only because we give you everything you need and nothing you don't when it comes to the SAT. So please enjoy the next video.
Using the origin.
When students hit a ceiling on their SAT math score, a lot of them think that it's because whatever they didn't pay attention to in high school is coming back to haunt them and they need to learn new concepts or extra concepts, or there's some secret concepts that they haven't heard of yet. Sometimes the best thing to do is to look at concepts that you already know just a little bit more closely. For example, slope. Some questions on the SAT are very simple. They give you two ordered pairs. You put them into the slope formula and then you find the slope and everything is lovely. Sometimes you get a question that looks familiar and maybe you just don't have enough information to answer it with confidence. When this occurs, it helps to look for little cues such as the phrase passes through the origin. Passes through the origin means that a line contains the point 0, 0. It also means that the line is proportional, which is something that you looked at probably in 7th or 8th grade. I'm going to talk about that at the very end, but for now I want to focus on this idea that a line that passes through the origin contains the point 0, 0, and that all you need to do is use the slope formula. For today's lesson, you're going to need Test 1, Section 3, Question 12, and Test 3, Section 4, number 26. Pause for a moment, go to factsonlytestprep.com, and you can find the links to those tests. Also, think about this. Question 12 on Section 3 is pretty deep into the test. Question 26 on Section 4 is also pretty deep into the test. If you can use something like this mechanism to get those points, that's where you're really going to see increases that you maybe weren't seeing before. And again, you're not learning anything new. You're just mastering a concept that you already have a pretty decent degree of command over. Okay, so here we are on Section 3 of Test 1. This is number 12. A line in the XY plane passes through the origin, there's that magic word, and has a slope of 1 over 7. We already know that slope means rise over run. Oh, my handwriting is getting better as I do this. I feel great about it. And so we know that for every 1 up, we should go 7 to the right. And because this passes through the origin, we can begin at 0, 0. Let's go about 7 to the right and 1 up. I'm just kind of sketching this, right? You don't need to pull out a ruler to do this. And my line should have kind of a low slant. Let's go straight to the answer choices and see if any of these ordered pairs appear on my line. 0, 7 is 0 to the right and 7 up. 1, 7 is 1 to the right and 7 up. 7, 7 is 7 to the right and 7 up. And 14, 2 is 14 to the right and 2 up. It would show up, in my case, kind of almost off screen where I've already written the word run. But it is on the line that we've drawn for this particular question. Look at how easy that was, simply because we identified the origin first. The most common mistake that students make is to choose B because B contains the ordered pair 1, 7, just as the numbers 1 and 7 appear in the original question. But our answer is D because we're running 14 and rising 2. Let's look at an even more complicated question that can be made simple because we know that the line passes through the origin. In this case, we don't know the y value of the first ordered pair. We just have 2, k. We don't know the x value of the second pair, k, 32. We know that they're on the same line because the line is determined by each of them. And we know that the line passes through the origin. We can actually use all of this information to solve for k. Here's what we can say. The slope of the line can be determined by 2, k and 0, 0. or by k, comma 32 and 0, comma 0. We're going to use this information to solve for k. So I'm first going to find the slope of these two ordered pairs. Change in y is k minus 0. Change in x is 2 minus 0. And my slope would be k over 2. The second ordered pair has a very similar, or follows a very similar pattern. Change in y is 32 minus 0. Change in x is k minus 0. And the slope from this perspective is 32 over k. Remember, all of these ordered pairs are on the same line, so any finding of the slope using any pair of points would give us the same slope. It's fair to say that this slope is equal to this slope. Now we can set these two quantities equal to each other, cross multiply, and solve for k. So we're going to say that k over 2 equals 32 over k. Cross multiplying gives us that k squared equals 64. So k must equal 8. And there's actually, again, there's a shortcut, which is because the line passes through the origin, the slope of the line can be determined by putting the y of any one point over the x of that same point. So we could get right to k over 2 being the slope, or 32 over k being the slope, and we could begin cross multiplying. If you're familiar with that rule of proportionality, that's great. But if you're not, it really helps to remember that the phrase passes through the origin is asking that you use the ordered pair 0, 0. Good luck, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure that you like us and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get information on the new videos as soon as they're available. It helps us a lot. Also, visit us at factsonlytestprep.com. That's where you'll find links to the tests that I use in my lessons, along with some other resources that we prepared for you. Thanks and good luck.